All right, hello and welcome back, everyone. We are back in realistic farming. Finally, do farming. But while you're at it, sit back and relax, because this is going to be a long one. So let's get right to it. Also, sorry, Elf, if I haven't really gotten to the whole entire game, but yeah, let's go. All right, we're back to the farm, and now I got some new things on the farm here. Proper equipment to actually do farming with. But yeah, if you look in the shed here, we have cultivator, seeder, miscellaneous. Really, we need to get the field cultivated, so let's go ahead and hop into the John Deere over here. This is the right size tractor to use for this job. And I also want to demonstrate how we did cultivating last time in the Euro version of realistic farming, if I'm right. But also, thank you guys very much for the amount of views that we got in the last video of the series. But yeah, anywho, we're going to go ahead and hook it up. If it can actually hook up here. But don't worry, you just got to get in the right position for it. And it should work about now. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're off to the field. Okay, so here we are at the big field. Know that this is probably going to take ages, but yeah, like I said, we're going to demonstrate how this works. It's also very hard to see it at night. Kind of sucks, but you have to sleep during the day. But yeah, it's all pretty simple. You just lower it down and then you go ahead and cultivate the field. And if you guys can see the darker brown dirt, that means we're cultivating. Tillaging, obviously, turning over the dirt. Pretty sure you guys get the point already. But yeah, I really do love the interior of these tractors that Elf works on. But really, we need APM to hire Elf as a new developer. Just look at this wonderful game that he made. But overall, I don't have that many problems with the game, only besides a few problems that we'll find out later on in the video. But we are almost done with this one little script right here. And I'll move on to the whole entire seeding ordeal. And not gonna lie, guys, the day goes by fast in this game, like really fast. But I'm pretty sure that's kind of how Farming Simulator works. And it really doesn't go by fast, by months, actually. Yeah, anyways, I think that's gonna do it right here. Let's move on to seeding. Okay, so we're back. I just now realized, and as you guys can see, it's currently July. You have to farm during that certain, which is true. You do have to farm in a certain month. Doubts about that, but you do have to wait a whole lot. And the obvious reasons, my big field would take forever. But anywho, go ahead and hop into the John Deere here. But overall, I like the animations on the seeder. And it is a pretty wide seeder. Definitely big enough to knock out a lot of acres. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's light. Now, that means we're seeding, obviously. Not sure if there's a capacity. It just only says wheat. But overall, this takes a lot of work to do. Still, because you have to wait through the seasons and everything like that, which I did figure out about. So yeah, because the seeder thing told me you have to do it in July. But you'll see what I mean a little more sooner later in the video. Other than that, I won't be talking that much for this part. A quick little speed run. And there, looks like it finally growed out too. And I think that should do it for now. I really got to get this John Deere cleaned up, but other than that, we got to move on. All right, welcome back, guys. And here we have the John Deere connected to the dumper or trailer, and we also have the New Holland combine. It has a really wide header on it. Yeah, I decided to bring that out. I don't think I have the other John Deere harvester. I don't know. Well, anymore, that is. But, however, it is September, and it turns out you do have to wait again. Anyways, moving right along. Okay, now we're in the month of January. Great. We can finally harvest. But yeah, you do have to go slow when you're doing it. Just when you have the header on, you would go slower, but you gotta go at a certain speed. Anywho, this won't take that long just to harvest all this wheat. And there we go. I was just stuck on something for a minute, but yeah. See what I also mean. I went a little too fast there, but yeah, you gotta back up if you overdo it. But yeah, you really want to get all of it. Well, not really. I left a few of them behind. It's fine. I do it in Farming Simulator too, and I think APM as well. But yeah, it looks like this harvester is about to get full pretty soon. But this is a small field. Good reason why I did it, so that way it doesn't take too long. But anyways, speed up. And bam, there we go. We're all done. We were halfway full, but yeah. Then we can go ahead and go back to the cart. And I think the new hone is more faster than the deer. But yeah, we're going to unload said wheat and make it for a profit. We'll go ahead and extend the auger out. There we go. And I think this is one of my favorite parts. Oops, let me just fix that. Okay, so there we go. Now we got it all lined up. You have to be in a certain position for it to work. And there you guys go. It's filling up. I'm pretty sure we're almost about full. And there we go. Just got to get the rest out of here, and then that's it. And now we're all done. But wait, we do have to sell that wheat. Yeah, there's a whole lot to this process. I mean, you have to do this and do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and head to the grain mill or factory. I mean, also, we don't necessarily have to do baling. Or if you're trying the game out, you don't necessarily have to buy a baler, because I'm pretty sure the wheat brings in more money than the bales. And we're about to find that out pretty soon as well. But yeah, this whole entire cart is full of wheat. That's left alone from that one little field. Crazy. But it's right around the corner. You guys can see it. There it is right there. And then we have somebody else's farm right over here. That's pretty cool. Home or garage, I don't know. But it is a pole barn. And here we are. Right, if you guys can see that thing right there that says sell, yeah, obviously you sell your stuff here. And another thing that Elf did, which I think is pretty cool, is the waypoints that you guys can see. That helps out a whole lot, honestly. But yeah, now we're making some profit. Might get at 70,000 somewhere around there. Yeah, we're getting really, really close to it. And oh yeah, we did it. 72,906 bucks. But moving on to baling. Okay, so here we are. We got the baler, and you got to move very, very slow. I do want to mention this now since I mentioned it in the first part of the video. Yeah, as you guys can see, it goes really quickly when you're running over the scripts of hay, turning it into a bale. You have to go really, really slow, or else it'll mess up. So yeah. Yeah, you can make a ton of bales off this. You'll see a few more coming out pretty soon here. Yeah, there goes one right there, and we'll have a few more. There goes another one. It really does go by quick. I mean, that is the same, but it doesn't go as quick in Farming Simulator. Not sure they would go really quick like this in real life. But I'm pretty sure the Farming Simulator one is the closest thing to it. Anywho, speed up because this takes too long. And there we go. We're all done. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So now we have the wagon. And I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. But yeah, the bales automatically load on here if you guys watch the early access video. Hopefully pretty soon we could probably get like a front loader attachment so that way you can load it on there manually. And it can automatically load on there. Kinda. But no, I'm pretty sure people don't want to do that. But that's still fine. Do have to do it in Farming Simulator as well, and that is a real thing. So yeah. Anyways, we got all the bales, and now it's time to go ahead and sell them, I think. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so here we are. We're finally back, and we're selling the bales. I hope I am doing this right. But these are the only sell points, but yet, oh man, that didn't sell that much, but it went fairly quick. So yeah, I was right about it. Same thing in Farming Simulator 2. Okay, I need to stop comparing this game to Farming Simulator. Anyways, a few more things before I go. This is the agriculture guide, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun playing it, and I think you guys should check it out too. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe. And thanks, Elle, for helping. I will see you guys soon, and bye.